All right, this is it. It all comes down to this last video. Wow, what a ride. Um, the experience building this PLN, I'll be honest. At first, it was pretty daunting. It's looking back on it now. This is my last thing to do for it. All of my pages are completed. Everything else. It was daunting at first. It was, but yeah, this was a behemoth assignment. This was a big one. However, that being said, it I have no doubt it bettered myself as an educator. Following these incredibly inspirational people groups on Facebook, and I created my own Twitter account, and I plan on sticking with that. I plan on, in fact, that's something I said in my in one of the pages. I continue, excuse me, or my looking forward page, my fourth page. I said I continue to follow these people. I will continue to follow these people. All of the people on Twitter. I'm not planning on deleting my Twitter account. All the groups on Facebook, I continue to post in them, and continuously look for ideas and bounce ideas off each other. And that in itself is helping me be more innovative. And speaking of influential people, George Couros, I'm not saying that right, but the author of this incredible book that we've used this entire semester, The Innovator's Mindset, I have no words. I'm very into quotes, and inspirational quotes, and me myself personally, I'm a very outside of the box kind of teacher. And what I mean by that is I'm on the floor with my students, rolling around, singing, screaming, dancing. I'm doing a helium challenge. I do whatever. I put this in here as well. I did a snowball fight today out of socks because I realized that I had to be innovative in that moment. I had to kind of think on the fly, and I had to kind of think outside the box. One of my kids, or a lot of my kids, were getting hurt playing dodgeball, but they loved the sport, but they were getting hurt doing it. And so I thought, what a perfect way to, instead of using balls, and also there were fights about teams and all that, like, oh, you're not, I want you to be on my team, oh, he's the worst. It happens. But yeah, I created these balls out of socks, 24 pairs of socks, or really 48 different socks. I created 24 balls, and they had a snowball fight in class, inside. There were no teams. Everyone was it. There were no outs. There was no lines. You just had a snowball fight. And they flourished with this. They did. And I was shocked, and I was amazed by that. And also, one of the quotes from this book that really stuck with me, or the things that I found so important that I didn't know of before, was two things that I actually put in one of the discussions: the fixed versus growth mindset, which that TED talk really blew me away, and the this quote that it was about unleashing your talent, or what was the quote? I'm gonna have to pull it up here. Well, it was such an inspirational quote. It was seriously. It was. We used it as part of. Yeah, here it is. We used it as part of a discussion. As leaders in education, our job is not to control those whom we serve, but to unleash their talent. That is one of the quotes that completely stuck out with me the most in this course. And again, this overall building this PLN was a tremendous undertaking, but it was I have no doubt that it bettered me as an educator, as a teacher, especially as a first year teacher. I think this book alone, The Innovator's Mindset, is something every single person should read, and to have in their classroom with them. as any teacher, aspiring teacher, current teacher, new, tenured, regardless. That being said, I'm a little over time, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this semester. I've thoroughly enjoyed this master's program, and thank you very much.